Welcome to this Ace Tanker badge in the T-54 Lightweight on Karelia. I'm platooned up with Black Gold Saw in the E75 and Arkel in the Tier 9 French Badgehead Lwt. And this was, I think, my first Ace Tanker match in this tank since the light tank changes, since it moved from Tier 8 to Tier 9. Because normally I don't play the T-54 Lightweight in randoms, because I don't know, I don't really like this tank as a light tank. Part of that has got to do with, I think, the sort of average view range, to be honest. I mean, even with a coated optics and a fairly skilled crew in this, I'm not even at maximum view range, which is a little bit annoying. But also this tank seems to have the camo of a medium tank. I mean, it's not too weird because this is a T-54 after all. It's just a lightweight version. Inverted air quotes, but yeah, I don't know, and the gun is a bit too potato. I haven't really played it in randoms much. I didn't used to like it much on Tier 8, and I still don't really like it, but I recently finished my grind on the 1390. I got the 13105, so I thought, okay, I'll go for the T100 because, as is tradition, Russian vehicle, obviously best in class again on Tier 10. I mean, we had the 907 and the 140, and now the T100 Lwt is the best all-round Tier 10 light tank as well. So yeah, that's the next one to grind, because that one is actually used in Clan Wars. Last campaign we did use the 13105 occasionally, but obviously the T100 Lwt is better. Because it's got better camo, it's got better mobility. Gun is a bit more potato, but yeah, for spotting purposes the T100 is better. In this match so far, managed to help take out 2 of their light tanks, and now it's actually safe for me to move up, and our other T-54 Lightweight actually moves up as well. I'm making sure to keep these rocks in between me and the enemy, and the reason why I stayed back at the start is that I found that rushing on the field at the start of the match is pretty stupid, because the enemy is pretty much all around you, whereas your team has a really hard time covering you. So I tend to just hang back in the G4 area, take out the enemy lights first, and then actually move up to do spotting and damage. I find it works way better in the current meta and the way teams play this map. So that was the reason why I stuck back, and now we are on this side, so we can actually do some spotting. So I'm just carefully moving up. I'm seeing if I can get some shots on these guys. Doesn't seem to be, so I'm just trying to see if I can spot something. Just carefully moving up. Our team is not winning yet. We spot this Skoda T50. He just keeps driving. Luckily, he doesn't actually put a clip in me. I was a bit worried that he would stop and shoot me, but he doesn't seem interested in that. I'm trying to see if I can get a shot here. Doesn't seem to be, and then I think he will go into the dip and actually come for me. So I instantly pull back. I'm not interested in going to brawl with the Skoda T50, because he can do 900 damage to me and I might do 250 to him. So yeah, it's not really worth it. So I go back to the middle, where at least I've got some cover behind me. And yeah, T50 was at the start of the dip. He didn't actually push up, and I'm trying to see if I can get some shots on this guy. I know the Badger behind me can't spot me, so unless someone suddenly pokes up, I'm relatively safe here actually. I've loaded the premium ammo because I need to shoot at the back of an E100, and this gun is shit at range. T124 side of it pops up, so ideal opportunity to put some fire into this guy. Just trying to help my team out. We're still doing pretty okay. We're actually ahead in tanks on the enemy, and this is all looking quite okay. So I just keep putting fire into the enemies from range. I can go closer, but they're all spotted. There's no point in me trying to spot. I could spot the T50, but he basically pops up now, so I just keep on firing. T50 actually is very aggressive. I should have actually fired on the T50 here. It wouldn't have saved our E100, but at least I would have put some fire in. And now I am spotted. There's a T110E4 still there, but this T50 needs to be taken out. So of course the killing shot goes nowhere, because as is tradition in World of Tanks, the killing shot must either bounce or miss. Trying to get another shot on the E100, not working. IS-7 is safe. I drive into a rock like a potato. But I need to move up. I need to see if I can get a better shot. And now this E75 is moving up. Premium shot bounces off his ass, as is tradition. Side. Keep moving up. I spot the RT on the left, who's not aiming at me. And I should have actually... Oh, he actually is aiming at me. So he splashes me and stuns all my crew. I try to get safe. Kill that RT. And then there's the other RT who's also aiming at me. So, yeah. Just 250 health. This gun does 250 damage. So, of course, it's a low roll. 212. Thank you very much, game. Which means that I can't pull back. I get shot in the ass by the T-110E4 and lose pretty much all my HP in one shot. So yeah, GG game. Managed to take the RT out though. I keep moving, waiting to get despotted. E75 is still standing there. E100 was sort of pushing. And now I go back because I need to clear this flank first. I've loaded the premium again. Didn't need for the side of the E75 turret, but this T-110E4 is still aiming at me because he hasn't got more important targets to his side. I just take a speculative shot. I'm already down to 6 regular shells and 5 HE because this tank doesn't carry enough ammo to be used effectively. I've done 3.8k damage so far, so not too shabby actually, but now I'm trying to... I don't know, I'm trying to keep everyone lit here, both for Arkel, who's playing the RT. He's asking me to, well, not at the moment, but this team again. Now suddenly everyone melts and this guy is just hiding there. I put a shot in, he's firing HE, so yeah. I'm not going to poke here again. He's pre-aimed for me. He knew I was coming, or he was anticipating me coming. So I'm abandoning this flank, and Arkel will get a little bit pissed that I don't spot the IS-7 anymore. But the other side is not spotted either, and I can't get a shot on this stupid Badger. T-110E3 is being an absolute potato. I don't know how a Badger actually managed to outflank him. I mean, seriously, people. It's so disappointing to have these kinds of teams all the time. I mean, how do you do that? I do spot the E100 who's coming back to base. IS-7 is still there. I thought he was coming my way, but he's not. Tried to put a shot in the E100, obviously doesn't do anything because I'm shooting regular ammo and that has got like, what, 215 penetration? No. Actually 2.8 penetration, so even more abysmal. And Arkel tells me to spot the E75 here. So I try to do a spot on this side. I don't see the IS-7 because Russian has good camo. So then I actually loop to, wanting to loop to the left, but I need to make sure that I stay safe. I'm a one shot, he's firing HE, so I'm taking the upper road here. And of course, a Russian heavy tank has got really good camo, so I still don't spot the IS-7 for some reason. I'm anticipating him to be behind this rock, so I don't want to actually poke out and then get shot in the face for it. I'm just trying to get a spot, but yeah, IS-7 either is hiding or has disappeared without being spotted by the light tank. This is what I mean with the shitty spotting range on this thing. I think the T-54 has better spotting range, and then the IS-7 obviously pops up next to Arkel, who completely loses his shit at the moment. But nothing I can really do. I have to basically do everything for the team because all our tier 10 vehicles were pretty much useless. Managed to put a nice shot into this guy, set him on fire. IS-7 is out of the view range completely, so now I go for this E100. He needs to die as well. Our Conqueror says go cap, but you need like 3 minutes to cap on this mode, so it's absolutely a retarded suggestion. So, shot on the engine deck of an E100 obviously bounces because RNG is great. So yeah, it takes 2 shots to actually take him down. We've got 19 seconds to take out this IS-7, so we need to really step on the gas to be able to even save this match. It was a really close fight, and it's just a shame when your tier 10 tanks are absolutely retarded and don't do their job. So yeah, this unfortunately is a defeat because random teams and tier 10 is difficult to play, yo. So yeah, let's take a look at the results. So there we go, ace tanker on a defeat. We also managed to get the Demetrius medal for destroying 3 SPGs in one battle. Managed to get the Orlix medal and the Top Gun. So not a bad result for us in the T-54 Lwt. We managed to damage quite a lot of tanks actually. So in the end we managed to do a combined total of 4,296 damage. Largely more than anyone on our team. I mean, as we can see, the tier 10s, this is actually a tier 9, this is a tier 10, 1500 damage, very good. T110E3, 0 damage in the most heavily armored assault TD on the team. So yeah, if those guys had actually done damage, we probably would have won this. And this T-54, guess he couldn't find his heat button. Enemy IS-7 at the end survived. This Badger did a lot of damage and people left him alive for far too long. Yeah, unfortunately this guy managed to basically make me lose all my HP, otherwise I might have been able to actually take on that IS-7 relatively effectively. All in all, it was really sad that this was a defeat. Still though, ace tanker, not too shabby. Because obviously it's a defeat, this number isn't accurate. So in the end we managed to get a combined base XP of 1575. Not too shabby, 33 shots fired, 27 hits, 20 penetrations, potato gun with potato penetration. Already said the damage, so spotting damage nearly 2,000 and 5.5 kilometers traveled. I mean, we made a 4k loss, but obviously we had to fire all our premium tanks because potato gun unbalance. So yeah, I was happy with this match. I did my job, I did what I could do in this match. Obviously there were some things I could have done better. I could potentially have spotted the IS-7 longer, but it was a big risk because he was shooting HE. So if he'd hit me, I would have been dead instantly, and that would have certainly lost us the match. So in the end, I didn't actually spot the IS-7. I chose to go for the other guys. But yeah, I fail to see that this could have actually been a win, even if I'd spotted the IS-7, because he had too much HP. I could have fired in his engine deck, but then he probably would have gone safe from Arkel and the RT, and I would have been screwed. So yeah, I liked the match. Hope you did as well. If you did, feel free to rate it, subscribe to the channel, and see you guys next time.